Hello, everyone. I'm Mikelle Bryson-Campbell, Executive Director of the Sarnia-Lambton Workforce Development Board. I'm delighted to be joined here today by Nicole Crosby, owner of Dryve Delivery Services. Today, we're going to have a two-part series talking with Nicole. Let's get into it. Nicole, thank you for coming.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, super. So I just want to start by asking, tell me a little bit about yourself and your business.
So I'm a lot of things. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I'm now a new business owner. So I've been in the financial industry for about 25 plus years. About 6 months ago, I quit my job and bought a new local franchise, Dryve Delivery. I've been keeping busy. So Dryve, we're like kind of like everybody knows Skip, Uber, that type of thing. So we deliver food. We're a food delivery service, just like they are, but we are locally owned and locally operated.
That's super. Wow. So 6 months ago, you say, I'm going to switch directions and open a business. What made you decide to go that route, to open your own business?
So my most recent role, I worked at one of the local business development agencies, and I had the pleasure of helping coach new business owners. I would get to see them grow and enjoy what they were doing, and I kind of got a little bit of the itch. I had the opportunity to meet the owner, the original founder of Dryve, and it just seemed like a really great opportunity to try and get into something at the ground floor and create something from the beginning.
Oh, wow, that sounds so exciting. So as someone who worked in a business development role for 25 years, did you come across any challenges, or did you sort of know everything what you had to do going in?
I thought I knew everything. I had thought like, oh my gosh, I've coached people to get through these challenges. And I think the hardest one that I really kind of come across was the operational management part of things. And I mean, you tell everybody to think about work-life balance and, not to put too much stress on your personal life and your business life and being able to do it all. And I think that's probably the hardest challenge I've ever come across, is knowing when to shut down and take time for myself. It's one of those things that, I can find myself working at 11 o'clock at night and not realizing that I should be taking my time and winding down. The office is the home now. So I think that's a big challenge.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be hard to disconnect if there's something to be done and the work is right there, you could easily slide into that sort of.
It's so easy. It's so easy. And I still want to be able to have that family time.
Sure.
I mean, you have this, I still have the typical logistics and marketing. Everything does pose, there's a little challenge in a lot of things as you're starting something brand new. But being able to take that time, I think, and manage that stress that you have when you're dealing with all of those problems is something, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. And I've heard from others, sort of the marketing end, that can be challenging to figure out what to post, when to post, where to post. Did you experience the same thing?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. It's one of those things where you're trying to figure out your target. And even though I've done my business plan, I've sat back and I've looked at everything, and you can coach everything to somebody, to myself, but I did find that you get advice from others as well. So I think whether that be good, bad, you're always getting advice as to you should do this, why don't you try this, and you want to try it all. I want to do it all. I want to market and advertise everywhere possible, but it's not always possible as a new business owner as well, right? So you have some restrictions to what you can afford, what you can't do, and you have to take a step back and look at where you're best to put your marketing.
Absolutely. So we've been talking a little bit about the challenges along the way. What about some successes? Where have you had those moments yet where you thought, this is great, I've made a great decision, or are we still dealing with challenges along the way?
No, that's obviously, you know what. So I quit. I ended up quitting my corporate career in May, and we started delivering in September.
Oh, wow.
So there was about 4 months of prep and onboarding restaurants and getting everything ready. It was a lot of leading up to that. So the main success was that first delivery. Like that was just like everything I had been working to, you know, we had turned on the app and just waiting and seeing that first delivery was made it real for me. It was like, it's happening, right? I think that was a big success. And also going to events and places and getting to talk to people and have somebody say to me, oh, I've heard of you. Those are things that have really made it, everything that I've done, like all the marketing, all the networking, everything that I've put out there going, okay, it's working. So
oh yeah, it sounds like it would be rewarding and exciting at the same time.
It does. It feels good because you put everything into it. And when somebody's like, oh, I've heard of you, or I saw your advertisement, it just makes you feel like, okay, I'm doing the right thing, you know.
Right.
I'm doing what I need to do. So
absolutely, absolutely. And so you mentioned networking, and have you had the opportunity to network with other entrepreneurs or hear from other entrepreneurs along the way?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Sarnia has such a great business community with a lot of opportunities for networking, and I think anybody in a small business situation should take advantage of those. I have a lot of mentors that, and I can reach out to them and I can talk to them. If I'm having thoughts on doing something, I can, you know, kind of pick their brains and have those conversations. And I think the business community here is so open to that. And the networking opportunities. I mean, a lot of the support areas, groups, and that put on coffee chats and networking events where you can just go and you know, pick brains of other entrepreneurs in the area, and it really helps to, you know, because everybody has the same struggles. They do, and until we start to talk about what those struggles are and share where our successes are, then, you know, it's good, and everybody's been so helpful.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for our next episode as we dive a little bit more into the challenges along the way, but also some supports that might have helped Nicole along the way.